Windrush Generation marks a significant chapter in British history, including themes of migration, identity, and service, particularly around the contributions of Caribbean veterans before, during, and after World War II. These individuals arrived in the United Kingdom, primarily from Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, and Barbados, on the ship HMT Empire Windrush in 1948. Yet, the story of the Windrush Generation extends well beyond this moment, reflecting a long history of service, resilience, and the ongoing struggle for recognition and equal rights in a foreign land. Following World War II, Britain faced a labor shortage as it sought to rebuild after the devastation of war. The British government, recognizing the need for workers to support post-war recovery, actively encouraged immigration from Commonwealth nations, particularly the Caribbean. This call for workers was not only a response to the economic crisis, but also a nod to the historical ties Britain had with its former colonies. The arrival of the Windrush Generation symbolized the beginning of a larger migration from the Caribbean to Britain, with these migrants bringing rich cultural traditions, a deep sense of community, and a determination to contribute to their new home. Among the Windrush passengers were many veterans who had served in the British Armed Forces during World War II. These soldiers, who had fought bravely in critical theaters of war such as North Africa, Italy, and Europe, made invaluable contributions to the Allied war effort. They returned to Britain, hopeful that their service would be acknowledged with respect and equality. Instead, they were met with a harsh reality of discrimination, exclusion, and systemic inequalities that often denied them the rights and recognition they had expected to receive as veterans. During World War II, Caribbean soldiers played a vital role. Thousands from across the Caribbean islands enlisted and served in different branches of the military, including the Royal Air Force, RAF, and British Army. Their service was critical in many key battles, but despite their loyalty and bravery, they were often treated as second-class citizens, both in the military and upon returning to civilian life. Many faced barriers in finding jobs, accessing housing, and integrating into British society, a stark contrast to their hopes of being treated as equals in the country they had fought to protect. One of the most notable veterans of the Windrush Generation is Ulrich Cross, a Trinidadian who became the most decorated Caribbean-born RAF officer during World War II. Cross joined the RAF in 1941 and became a navigator, flying dangerous missions over Europe and Africa. His bravery earned him several honors, including the Distinguished Service Order and the Distinguished Flying Cross. After the war, Cross went on to have a distinguished career in law and diplomacy, serving as a High Court judge in Ghana and later as the Trinidadian High Commissioner to the United Kingdom. Cross's legacy not only highlights the contributions of Caribbean servicemen, but also the challenges they faced in post-war Britain. Another important figure is Sam King, a Jamaican RAF veteran who served during World War II and later became a key figure in the Windrush Generation. After his service in the RAF, King settled in the UK and became involved in community activism. He co-founded the Windrush Foundation, which aimed to celebrate and preserve the history of Caribbean migration to the UK, and in 1983, he became the first black mayor of Southwark in London. King's efforts to promote racial equality and community cohesion exemplify the enduring contributions of Caribbean veterans to British society. The experience of the Windrush Generation was not only about physical migration, it also reflected a broader search for identity and belonging in post-war Britain. Upon arrival, many migrants found themselves navigating a society where racial prejudice and institutional barriers shaped their everyday lives. Though some Britons welcomed their labor and contributions to rebuilding the nation, others viewed them with suspicion and hostility. These prejudices, often took the form of racial discrimination in housing, employment, and public services, leading to a struggle for recognition and equality. Despite these challenges, the Windrush Generation built vibrant communities, enriching British society with their cultural contributions. The influence of Caribbean culture, music, food, and festivals soon became integral to the social fabric of cities such as London, Birmingham, and Manchester. From calypso and reggae to Caribbean-inspired cuisine, such as jerk chicken and rice and peas, the cultural impact of the Windrush Generation is undeniable. Through festivals like Notting Hill Carnival, they established a platform for celebrating Caribbean heritage and fostering a sense of pride and identity within their communities. However, these migrants were often caught in the crosshairs of changing immigration policies, which created an atmosphere of uncertainty. Over time, new legislation, such as the Immigration Act of 1971, aimed at restricting immigration, made the situation more precarious for many members of the Windrush Generation. These individuals, who had lived in the UK for decades and often considered it their home, found themselves without proper documentation, leading to a struggle for citizenship and basic rights. The infamous Windrush scandal of 2018 brought to light the injustices suffered by many long-term residents who were wrongfully detained, denied legal rights, or even deported. The scandal highlighted systemic failures and sparked a national debate on race, citizenship, and identity in Britain. As part of their long-standing struggle for recognition, members of the Windrush Generation and their descendants have made significant contributions to British society across many fields. Notable military figures like Ulrich Cross and Sam King have helped to pave the way for future generations, serving as role models and community leaders. These men not only contributed to Britain's military efforts, but also fought tirelessly for the rights of Caribbean migrants and their descendants, ensuring that their legacy would not be forgotten. Their contributions to British life have enriched various aspects of society, yet many continue to face the ongoing effects of discrimination and exclusion. The experiences of these notable figures illustrate the resilience and determination of the Windrush Generation, whose legacy is one of both cultural richness and a continuous fight for social justice. The story of the Windrush Generation is not just one of migration and service, but also a broader reflection of the changing landscape of post-war Britain. As Caribbean migrants established themselves, they encountered a complex society grappling with its colonial past and the reality of a growing multicultural population. This migration wave brought into sharper focus the issues of race, identity, and belonging that would shape the social and political discourse for generations to come. Today, the legacy of the Windrush Generation endures in British politics, arts, sports, and culture. The descendants of these early Caribbean migrants continue to shape the nation, contributing to diverse fields and pushing forward conversations around racial equality and justice. This legacy is evident in everything from the widespread popularity of Caribbean music and food to the growing influence of Black Britons in positions of leadership and influence. Figures like David Lammy, the British politician of Guyanese descent, have been pivotal in advocating for the rights of the Windrush Generation and ensuring that their contributions are recognized. In recent years, the contributions of the Windrush Generation have been increasingly recognized. Windrush Day, celebrated on June 22nd, was established in 2018 to honor the Caribbean migrants who arrived on the Empire Windrush and their lasting impact on British life. This day serves not only as a commemoration of their journey, but also as a reminder of the ongoing fight for equality and justice for Black Britons. The Windrush Generation is a testament to the strength and resilience of Caribbean migrants who came to Britain in search of opportunity and a better life. Their contributions during World War II and beyond are critical to understanding the modern British identity. Yet, their story is also one of struggle, as they faced systemic racism and a lack of recognition for their service and sacrifices. As society continues to confront issues of race, migration, and identity, the legacy of the Windrush Generation remains central to these conversations. Their journey reminds us of the need for inclusion, justice, and respect for all communities that have shaped the fabric of British life. By honoring their contributions and addressing the injustices they endured, we not only preserve their legacy, but also work toward building a more equitable future. The Windrush Generation story is one of courage, sacrifice, and the enduring quest for recognition in the face of adversity, a legacy that continues to inspire generations today.